So what zingers have you been told? In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top tricks that the sales reps use to get you to buy a timeshare right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. Before we jump into tip number 13 of my 25 timeshare tips of VLOGMAS 2020, I just want to let you know, on this channel, I like to provide my knowledge, tips, and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. So if that sounds like what you want to see, be sure to hit subscribe down below and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a single video. So let's get into this, the top things that sales reps use to get you to buy a timeshare. Now us being to more than 35 timeshare sales presentations in our timeshare ownership lifetime, we have heard every single one of these. The first one is the proposed future change, future enhancement, whatever you want to call it, the great thing that's going to be coming out next year, the year after, or even the year after that. Great things. In fact, we heard one of these just last week, how Marriott and Vistana and Hyatt are all going to become one program, which may very well happen in 2022. They want me to buy and spend tens of thousands of dollars now to buy something for something that is going to happen 2 years from now. It ain't gonna happen. So that is one of the tricks that they'll use. Get you to think, hey, there's great things coming. And the only way you can get that and use that and have that is to buy now. Okay, the second one here now is the fear of change. They will tell you things like, and we heard this plenty back when Marriott Vacation Club introduced the Destinations Points Exchange Club program. You won't ever be able to exchange your week through Interval International ever again because everybody's going to points. Well, I can tell you 10 years later, we're still exchanging our weeks through Interval International for other Marriott properties. So that's another trick they'll use. Something's going to change, and the only way you can prevent it or still use what you're using as you always have is to buy more timeshares. All right, so up next is the guilt trip. They will say things like, doesn't your wife deserve great vacations? Don't you want to leave something to your grandchildren? You know, when you're saying you don't want to buy, they're going to use these tricks to try and guilt you into thinking this is something you need so you can either pass it on or give great vacations to your family. Now, I'm going to admit, timeshares do provide a great vacation, but don't fall for this one. You need to really look at the numbers. It doesn't make sense for you to buy this timeshare. Don't buy it on the emotion of guilt. Okay, the next one now is a personal connection. When you start out at a timeshare presentation, they're going to be talking to you, asking you a lot of questions. Where do you go? What kind of vacations do you like? What do you like to do? Do you like to travel? Where do you travel? What kind of things do you like to do on travel? And just so happens that they like all those same things too. Have you been to Europe? They've been to Europe. Have you been on an African safari? So has that timeshare salesperson. Trust me, they have photos all over their desk of all these great vacations they've taken. Are they even real? But anyway, that is one of the things they're going to use. They're going to build that rapport, that personal connection, and that relatability factor there to get you to sign on the dotted line. All right, now on to number 5, and that just happens to be maybe not so much a trick, not really sure what's going on here, but where does that salesman really go when they leave you alone to talk about it? Well, I can tell you, they're probably going back and talking to their sales manager to find out what way to spin the sale to make sure they get you to buy. They're not going in just having a sip of coffee, maybe going on a coffee break, who knows, but most likely they're going to talk to their sales manager to figure out the best way to get you to buy. They're saying, hey, they said this, they did this, they've been here, here, and here. The sales manager then gives them some feedback on how to spin that sale to get you to buy. All right, and last but not least, there's probably many more, but this is number 6, and that is the today only offer. This is quite common. We heard this even in the very beginning, that you have to buy today to get these incentives and these benefits with your timeshare purchase. Now trust me, it is the salesman's job to get you to sign today and not let you walk out the door without signing, because what percentage of people really come back? They say, hey, we need to think about this. If we're interested, we'll come back and talk to you. What percentage of people really do that? Probably very, very low. So that is the goal, to get you to sign today. But in reality, if you were to leave and they said, hey, it's today only, we can't offer you this tomorrow or next week. If you were to walk back into that sales office, what do you think the chances are that they would not give you the exact same offer? They're looking to get the sale. They need to earn their commission. So they're going to essentially give you the same offer. Maybe 2, 3, 4 months down the road, maybe the prices have gone up a little bit, but for the most part, the same offer is going to be there tomorrow, the next day, potentially even next week or even next month that was there today. So that today only trick is definitely a way they're going to try and get you to buy, making you think that you can't get that offer later. Okay, so there you go, the top things the salesmen say and the top tricks they use to try and get you to buy a timeshare. Have you heard any others? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more timeshare videos, check out the description box below. And for another timeshare tip, check out this video right up here. And YouTube, they think you're gonna like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, let's make your next destination a timeshare.